Are you ready to get started? You want to just jump right into it?
I
Man,
mean,
you know,
I
there's
guess we.
so much to talk about, so much to talk about.
I guess. I mean, we could.
Well,
Let's feed YouTube.
let's
Why not?
feed you too.
That's what we do. We come here. We gather together. Y'all ask me some questions. I give you my honest opinion and answer based on the knowledge and the details and the facts in which I gather in this life that I live. And then everyone on YouTube gets to clip it and do their own little renditions and have their own little Jaguar Wright exclusive. So let's feed YouTube.
Let's feed YouTube and let's get right into it. We'll do our salutations. Real life street stars. We're back with another one. Jaguar Wright. As we get
Hey
started,
guys.
yeah, we've actually had a little hiatus since we had you. How have things been for you? And I know a lot of your fans do want to know, like, how you're doing on a day to day. They love to see you. So just how have you been first and foremost? I know they should be already on the Jaguar Right effect, but how have you been?
Well, I mean, let's not just leave it all at that because the truth is for whatever reason, my channel is extremely hard to find. You
It,
know,
it,
I'm
yeah,
one of the most abused names on the internet, and yet my channel is so hard to find. Even still, 100,000. But we're on our way to 125, and fighting every day. We got a whole group of people that sit in there and report every time we go live. They just report and report and report and report and report to duck us down as far in the algorithm as possible. But we're still hanging in there.
definitely, man. I'm glad to hear. Again, if y'all haven't already followed Jack, she is there. Instagram, YouTube. Please, y'all go follow. But with that being said,
TikTok. I mean, I'm
yeah,
on
TikTok.
Facebook, but if I want to talk to the police, I just call them directly, which is part of the reason why I'm really not over on Instagram that much. But I do go over on Instagram from time to time. I was just over there the other day giving my honest reaction to Kevin Hart's.
Yeah, his. I was actually on that live in which you were speaking. So, if you don't mind, let's bring that conversation here to real life. Let's go and do it like this. As of now, we've had the roast of Kevin Hart, in which he said it was going to be something epic. Before we even get into the reaction of the roast, as far as what's the backlash, I mean, what was your initial reaction to the roast itself, as far as the overall, let's say, quality, the jokes, the humor? Are you even a fan of roast?
I've watched a few. I particularly don't care for roast, and it's because of how dishonest they are. In all actuality, everything that's being said at these roasts is the absolute honest to God truth. It's honestly how the people that are putting these shows on feel about the people that are being disrespected. It's all the truth, but they're there to pretend like it's all just in good humor and fun. So it's like for me, I have a hard time getting into it because I'm not watching it by the guise in which it's being, given out to the world. I'm watching it for what I know what it really is. Yeah. So
Do you feel like people, comedians, do that? They they hide their truth and humor. That's
absolutely.
their safe space.
Absolutely, listen to me. If comedians didn't get to use the word comedian, they'd all be dead for the things that they say from time to time.
Should the N word be allowed in the roast?
I mean, it's allowed in the streets.
Right, right.
I don't have a problem with the fact. See, this is the thing. I got two ways of looking at this from me, from my perspective. For it to be someone who's supposed to be being honored as the greatest of all time, which I don't even understand how he even gets that title. Like, he's the greatest at what? The greatest midget of all time? The greatest of what? Like, I don't, the greatest jackass of all time? Like, I don't know what he was the greatest of, but he's supposed to be being honored And for him to be black and there to be as many black people as was on the cast, it wasn't the simple fact that they were using the word nigga, it was the way they were doing it.
Yeah, there was some uneasy moments in that.
It
I'm
was
like,
it's beyond uneasy. Let's just be honest. That thing shouldn't have went 3 hours because somebody should have got stomped out on that stage.
yeah. When you look at the faces of those affected, I'm
The
like,
fourth,
why?
the fourth time someone just randomly all over Cheryl's face, all over her face. They niggered her to death. They niggered her, they pickaninnied her, they ooh child, they sealied her. She was every pitiful black character in a racist film that ever existed in that roast.
Boy.
Like she actually got it worse than Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I agree.
She got it worse. And I know Kevin Hart, they said that my mom was getting gang banged in heaven. Yeah, but that was your friend that said all of that shit.
Yeah,
They said that my dad was a crackhead. Well, he was. And they didn't just say it was a crackhead. The man that they had pretending to be your best friend made sure he put your dad and his dad side by side so we could see where he came from and we could see where you came from. Yeah.
yeah.
It was all that bad. It was bad. It was
Okay.
bad. But the truth is,
Was
she
there a
saw
joke?
all of it. Huh?
Was there a joke that was too far for you? Like one that was like, man, this just too far.
All of them, for the most part. All of them. Like most of it. Like I'm trying to scrub my mind of it because it was triggering. It was triggering. And that was done intentionally. More importantly, I think a lot of people are forgetting two of the most important details about this roast, which makes it even worse than the way people are treating it. Number one, if nobody noticed, they were all reading off of a teleprompter because the jokes were written by writers. And Kevin Hart was able to preview everything that was going to be up on those teleprompters, and he approved it, including the George Floyd moment.
Very true. Um, can I get your take on the George Floyd joke? To me, there was a lot worse of jokes, but
A
again, George
bunch of
Floyd.
white writers in Hollywood writing that shit about black people, and black people agreeing to go along with it because they got paid.
Yeah.
Prostitution seems more noble than this.
If there were black writers back there, would it make anything more or so okay? If
I'm
this
sure
black,
there were a few, but the truth is their writing staff, from what I've been told, was predominantly Caucasian. The black writers that agreed to go along with writing this shit, I think the only person that they, who I think Katt might have curated his own, and that was very interesting because a lot of people didn't really take notice to the fact that when Katt came and went and did his thing, the only person he focused on was Kevin. He didn't focus on anybody else like everybody else did. Like they would go on Kevin a little bit and they would sideswipe somebody else. Go on Kevin a little bit. You know, they talked about Chelsea Handler's her you know, I don't know. I don't even know how she got uh a vagina. I don't know how she has a womb, cervix, anything, because from what everyone else says, she's had so many abortions. They should have taken a few things along the way with all the scraping of human remains that they've done from inside her body. Like outside of that, like, like it just, And it's funny because she's recently come forward talking about how disgusted it was, and oh, it was a roast, but it was too disgusting for her, or whoopty whoopty woo, and yada yada yada. And I mean, that's cute. That's cute. That was cute.
Yeah, so we have to ask because Cat Williams did come out there, and of course, everyone knows of Cat Williams beef. I mean, you have history with Cat Williams yourself, and also Tiffany Haddish. And Cat Williams, of course,
That
was
was
very.
interesting too, wasn't it?
I mean, hey,
A comedic roast, and a woman who's supposed to be a comedian didn't even do anything. They had the fat girl do it. They had Lizzo.
yeah, I was waiting for it to go up. I'm like, what happened? What happened with that?
I guess it's still too soon, you know?
Ooh.
Still too soon. They're just teasing her to the public, trying to see if they can find a way to get, a good approval rating before they actually spend money filming Girls Trip 2 with her and Jada Pinkett in it. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
without question. So let me ask,
You
Cat
do
Williams.
remember when Tiffany was going to come and sit here with us? She told you guys. I was sitting right there on the couch. I pulled her up on FaceTime and we were talking, and she said she was going to come and we were going to talk about what actually happened with that Funny or Die lawsuit and why she was the one who was publicly maligned, and Aries Spears and David Spade, who filmed it, pretty much just got to go off unscathed, and Aries got to go and rebuild his career on Vlad TV while pretending like, he's anything more than a Hollywood plant at this point.
Damn. Okay, yeah, no, we're gonna get to Aries. But for Cat and
I
Kevin
mean, you do
to.
remember that, right? That was
Oh
your
no, of
tweet.
course, yeah, no, the Aries Spears and the child, and yeah,
You,
we're gonna.
you, you want to know what's funny? Right after Diddy got arrested, she started ghosting me.
Oh wow,
Yeah, and then all of her legal trouble started clearing up. What a miracle.
things that make you go, hmm.
Yeah, she went to Africa, did the humiliation ritual, and then she went to New York for the fashion business, where she got out there and acted like a coon on the runway, and then the Hiltons made fun of her and all of that. And there was a lot of things interesting going on at that time. Naomi Campbell and Law Roach was also at Fashion Week, giving Rihanna the evil eye while she was preparing, for her event there at Fashion Week. A lot of stuff was going on as soon as Diddy got arrested that a lot of people aren't paying attention to or remembering. But yeah, yeah, Tiffany Haddish. You were saying, other
Yeah,
than the
no,
fact
no,
that she didn't
yeah,
say shit.
she didn't say shit. No, for Cat Williams and Kevin Hart to, I guess, make up in the world. Of course, Cat on the Breakfast Club said that they made up 8 months prior to that, but for the world to see that, at least, what were your thoughts when you seen it in the moment of?
I mean, what am I supposed to think watching actors act?
Damn.
These are actors.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, Kevin Hart said it himself. Y'all said I can't act. Did you see the way I was with Cat? What did I just say? These roasts are bullshit. There are a bunch of people saying a bunch of the terrible things that they really think and they really feel and they really agree with, and then they're pretending like it's a joke.
do you blame the writers or the comedians more that released the jokes? The Tony
I
Hitchcock's.
blame them all. I blame them all. I blame them all because let's just be clear. There was a meeting had. Let's be clear. There was focus groups, whatever. There was conversation. Oh, everybody knew what was about to happen. It's scripted. It's all put together. This isn't just some random occurrence. These are very well thought out attacks. Because that's what I see it as. It was an attack.
No,
It was
definitely.
an attack. It was an attack against Black. And it was also not just an attack against black, but we're going to take some of your most celebrated blacks and we're going to get them to go along with it to make you feel stupid for feeling bad about it because see, they're okay with it. Why aren't you? If they're okay with it, why aren't you?
So what you're saying is that some jokes should be off limits during a roast.
I'm saying that everything doesn't need to be televised. Like if that had happened at a comedy show that people bought tickets to go see and all of that, whatever the case may be. But this is a global platform. This isn't just the United States watching this. This is the whole world watching this.
No, that's facts.
They're watching how we behave. They're watching what we're laughing at. They're watching what we're in outrage about. They're watching what we're not in outrage about. We're training the world to we're giving them the tools to judge us.
In regards to this roast, you're right. Cheryl Underwood, she did catch a lot of colorism jokes, and
Colorism?
yeah, the blacker the black, the blackity black. All I heard was how black she is, how black she is, and her
How
dead husband.
about how about a white man said she looked like a purple fruit roll up that made it to the dryer and made it through a dryer cycle?
Now, I ain't gonna lie, Jay, that's um, I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of a clever joke, but it's
That's the kind of joke that if Robin Harris said it to a black woman, black people would be
yes,
like, "Okay, you going a little too far now."
yes,
That would have been said to a black man.
and it's crazy, and how pale. Like when I look at the Gillis guy, the Tony Hitchcliffe guy, and I'm looking at how they look, and these guys are pure white men. Like
Yeah, they just
maybe had
woke
that
up.
one black friend, and I'm like, why do they even have the balls to even say these jokes,
It looked
knowing
like the day after Thanksgiving.
right? We have to bring up The Rock. You know, I don't know if you know this, but The Rock, of course, he came out said we're gonna burn it down, and he had a lot of jokes
He
with
has
Kevin's wife.
AIDS.
Damn.
That's what
Uh,
Kevin Hart said. That was his comeback.
yeah, that was. But no, The Rock got a lot of flack for saying the R word, and I'm like, what did he say? The graping, or? But he actually knows. He put the D in front of it, but retarded is what he called Draymond Green. But he got a lot of flack for using the R word, and
Draymond.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm curious because of his status, is he the chopping block you go after? Because I'm like, why aren't they going after the racist jokes that the other guy said? I'm like, they went after The Rock first, and that's who came to Kevin Hart had to come to his defense, and Cheryl came to his defense.
Draymond.
Well,
I mean,
more so The Rock.
see, I thought it was kind of strange that every time Draymond's name was said, he was booed.
Well, that's because it's Draymond Green. I mean,
Yeah, but every time his name is said, he's booed. Every time.
a little strange. I
Like
mean,
he's
maybe
on point. We got the point. Y'all don't like it. Y'all
maybe an
just
inside joke.
I don't know. Could it be, or could it have been triggered in the studio? Because if they were going to continue to keep highlighting him being booed, I would have liked to have seen it actually happening from the audience.
Mm. Were you upset with the Lizzo fat shaming jokes?
No, not at all. Not at all. That probably bothered me the least.
Were you at least impressed with her flute skills and the midgets
I
that
mean,
came
she's
into?
been playing the flute for a long time. She came out there with midgets. I don't even understand the point. She's doing a lot of strange things to try to find a way to sell records these days. Twerking on a demon doll, on a oversized demon doll with I'll give you every disease that the CDC warns against red, girl.
Yeah.
Where at Coachella.
That did happen.
She
She
was
just
over there twerking on a TMZ bus,
yeah,
and she's put, a decent. She got about half the weight back on,
a
which,
little
from
bit
what
came.
I hear, is a good thing because Nicki Minaj says that she had a bunch of loose skin.
She just got the Chili's baby back ribs commercial. She just got
Yeah,
uh yeah, maybe she got back to the baby back ribs. Maybe.
finger licking good, huh?
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, no, I don't have a problem with the fat shaming jokes. It was just funny because it was the way that they were doing it because they wanted to make sure that they framed it and let her know. They weren't just making fun of her being fat. They were making sure that she understood that she's fat and unattractive.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, no.
you're fat and unattractive.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy because it's like Kevin Hart's gonna get hit with the short jokes. He got hit with a lot of short jokes, but
I mean, are they jokes or are they facts?
hey,
For them to say that, he came over to the United States on a boat inside a bottle, yeah,
yeah,
I like that
uh,
one. I like that one a lot.
there was
Because
one where they said he could be hanging from a I forgot the name of the tree. You remember the name of that tree?
one of the chia pets. No,
No,
no, the bonsai tree.
Yeah, the
the
bonsai
bonsai
tree.
tree.
Yeah, the bonsai.
I'm
Yeah,
like, damn, racist and short jokes. I'm like, shit.
yeah.
This
They
is
they went in. They spared no expense on the racial disrespect. You want to know what I find funny? Did none of them come back and call any of them inbreds or call them colonizers or saying that they were discarded remnants of KKK sperm or like did you notice that the racial attack was one-sided?
was one side. I noticed that nobody came back
Like
from
nobody said
Cheryl
shut
to
the fuck up
Kevin.
crack ass bitch, you know what I mean?
None of that happened. Yeah, none of that happened.
Like, oh, I'm sorry. You're just mad. What you upset? You're upset that your grandfather can no longer take my vagina while I'm sleeping? I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah.
say something. See, that's the part that I don't think anybody's understanding. If this was a roast and the racial jokes were okay, then why wasn't they going both ways?
Yes, we were very
Why weren't
like.
they going both ways? Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you too, cracker. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Consensual doesn't work for you people. You need to rape us for it to really have its full effect. Like something, something. If it was okay to disrespect race, why did not one white person, and I'm sorry, making fun of Chelsea Handler's, highly abused and totally just obliterated vulva and cervix does not count. Everybody knows she's a whore. She said so.
Yeah, yeah, that's facts.
So where is it? Where is it? If it's okay for us to make fun of black people and tell nigga jokes and slavery jokes and hanging jokes and George Floyd jokes and all kinds of stuff, then where are the white jokes?
Yeah, those were
Where
missing.
are the? I heard you and Chelsea had an affair. Aren't y'all second cousins? Like nothing, nothing,
No, that's it was a lack of.
nothing.
Um, now, Jack,
Like
Kevin
oh my
Hart
God, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I didn't recognize you without your hood. Like nothing.
damn. Facts. You should have been a writer, Jack. Um, now, Kevin Hart went on the Breakfast Club to defend the roast. Did you catch a little bit of that? I know you went live and spoke
The
on it.
Salty Cereal Club, yeah.
Oh man. He was saying that he didn't see these jokes beforehand. That it was his production through Heartbeat's
He
production.
did
It was
see the
Netflix.
he did see the jokes beforehand. He's a fucking liar. He did see the jokes beforehand. He called George Floyd's friend and let him know that he was going to get hit. The people already talking about it. He knew. But it's okay because they called his dad a crackhead and his mother a whore. And both
Correct.
his parents are dead.
No, yeah, that's man.
So if it's okay for me to be able to sit there and listen to that, then y'all should be okay to let them just make fun of our entire race and do it in front of the whole world so the whole world can see how big, just how insignificant blacks are and how we will capitulate and just and we'll take it because they're paying us. It's
Yeah.
okay to disrespect us because they're paying us.
Did you think Jeff Ross was gonna have a lot more to say on the race? Jeff Ross is known for pushing the limit, and even he hasn't got no backlash regarding all this.
I
I
mean,
guess.
I think people feel sorry for him.
Yeah, he
You know,
did have
he's
the
just recovered from almost dying from cancer.
very true.
I think they're giving him a break, because he's like the walking dead.
Gee.
You know, they say you shouldn't speak ill of the dead, even if they are walking upright.
He came out in the Eddie Murphy suit.
Yeah,
He
he
came out.
did. That was also disturbing, especially considering that Eddie Murphy is Kevin's favorite comedian and he did not attend. Let's just be clear. That was the C squad of comedians up there for that roast. Who was the greatest comedian on that stage? Who?
Come on, Cat.
Katt Williams. Who else?
that's, that's it. I mean, it's Cat.
Who else? They had Lizzo up there reading jokes badly. Please remember that I'm famous and buy my record so I don't have to go back to teaching or whatever it was that I did before I twerked my way into the hearts of America as an oversized um, whatever she is.
Oh man. Uh, these are just facts. I mean, damn it. Damn
I
it. Damn it.
Like it was
Yes.
sad. It's sad watching her be an Illuminati pick me the way she's chosen to become an Illuminati pick me. But I told her ass, didn't I? I shared the post with you when she won Album of the Year and Beyonce sat there seething. And what did I tell y'all? They was gonna come for her. And what happened? They came for her. They came for her heavy. They came with the lawsuits, destroyed her name, called her out to be the meanest fat girl in the world, said she threw chicken bones at skinny girls.
Man, that's a skit. That's wild. That's an SNL skit, I swear.
They did that. They did that. And guess what? She disappeared at the height of her height when she should have been out on the road. But then again, she couldn't go out on the road because Renaissance had to go out on the road and all the money had to go to the Carters because that's what they do. They scare bitches off the road so that they can get all of the ticket money and so she don't have to compete with nobody else for ticket sales. Kind of like what happened with Cardi B's tour because wasn't nobody really touring while Cardi B was on tour. And to make up for it, they all came and performed on Cardi B's show. It was interesting.
No,
She
there you
goes out
go.
on her first big tour, and she couldn't even do it on her own. She turned it into a variety strip show. And then, so she could stop falling over because of the proportions of her BBL being so far out of place that she kept tipping over and falling off the chair when she tried to do her little strip tease and stuff. She just started sitting there, Indian style, and just talking shit about her fucking pathetic ass life that she gets paid a lot of money to do. That shit
Boy,
was a mess. That shit was such a fucking mess.
boy.
So, but anyway, back to Lizzo.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, Lizzo. She, she deserves it. She deserves all of it. This is what you get. This is what you fucking get. And your album's probably gonna tank, and your label's gonna blame you for it. Did you notice she's now saying that she never wanted to be skinny? That she wanted to
well,
stay.
yeah. And once you see that the effects of Ozempic or something is being reversed, yeah, you're gonna say like, I never wanted that, and yes, you're gonna say that. But every person worries about their health, so I'm sure she was getting skinny for health reasons.
Like, is
Um,
it gonna be like a moment out of the Nutty Professor too, and she's gonna just get the bitch side? She's gonna swell up even more.
damn, damn.
What's it
Hope,
gonna be? I want to
hopefully not.
know.
Hopefully not.
What are the effects of Ozempic? Because there's a lot of people on it, a lot of people, and the people that are faithful on it, they actually look like skeletons. Have you seen Demi? She looks like Skeletor's girlfriend. Like it's unbelievable. It's like, oh
Yeah,
my god, it's like watching like a wax figure.
yeah, they say it affects your bones, so this is crazy.
Yeah, so she gets off the Ozempic, and now she's doing the baby back ribs. Well, good for her. I hope she enjoys it. I hope she sucks the sauce out of her cuticles
God damn.
in public.
Okay. So overall, we're gonna move past the Kevin Hart
It's
roast.
about damn time, boy.
Yeah, Lizzo, yeah, she needs that. She needs that. Um,
That's what she said when she sat down and ate that first meal off the Ozempic.
damn, she said it's about damn time.
It's about damn time. Bring another rack. And don't you dare cut that fat. I love it.
God
They
damn.
could do Norbit too, and she could play Rasputia.
Oh man. Um. Okay. Okay. Well, Jack,
So
we're
back
gonna
to
move.
the roast.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna move past the roast, but before we get off of it,
We're gonna move past it.
yeah. Well, hold on, let me ask you. Usher came out in that roast.
Yeah.
He had him and Kevin Hart are
I
friends.
said you should let baby. I love you, baby.
Yeah, for Usher, Serena, Venus Williams, Draymond,
I didn't
uh,
understand the Williams sister being there, but hey, I mean, I guess they wanted to show that there is one nigga that can um be on a Zempic and hold it together.
damn.
But her husband works for the company, so she's kind of got to keep it together.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, her
Yeah,
husband is a
Serena.
car
Yeah,
owner, and she gotta do what she gotta do, you know.
yeah, yeah. Um, well, with that being said, again, Kevin Hart went on the Breakfast Club. He defended the roast. He said we should allow, in roast, let it be what it is. But like you said, the platform of Netflix is a very big Netflix. Is there some type of standard that should be done when you have that type of stage? Like you said, you would have been okay with if it was in a private event, they're roasting you. We heard about
If
it
it was at a
afterwards.
regular concert, like if it wasn't aired worldwide, like yeah, that would have been not as bad. But I think people tend to forget that Netflix is a global entity and it
Correct.
streams worldwide, just like YouTube.
Yeah, number one.
Everyone's watching this. Everyone's watching this, and they're watching our reaction to it. So if Chud the Builder gets off, then it should be okay, right?
Right. If he just says I was just joking,
I was joking,
I was
man.
just kidding.
It went a little too far. I was just joking. See what I'm saying? There's a lot of racial things that are going on. We got AI videos of what's supposed to be a nude white man and a black woman in a towel running for their life being passed all over social media, and then they attach the name Ashley, Janae, and Joe McCann to it. They tried to make that go viral. Like all of this happened in the same week. That's a lot of racial
did you get a
tension.
chance? Hold on, real quick, Jack. Did you get a chance to watch Dr. Umar's response to the roast?
I'm having a hard time watching Umar these days.
Oh, okay, okay,
I
okay.
am. I'm having a hard time watching it because, this time last year he was persona non grata. They were working very hard to see if they could get some kind of federal charge to stick against him. That I don't have much honor guy who's been stalking him for nearly a decade went through all of this trouble, dug up all of these women, and I actually spoke up for Umar last summer. I'm like, yo, if they've got a campaign against this man like this, where they put together a whole sector to come after him, 50 negative videos coming out daily about one person, like that went on for almost 6 months. And now he's just back on the art of dialogue, smoking it up. Still
Yeah,
no registration for the school.
yeah. Damn. Okay.
No, I'm I'm watching. I'm just looking. So yeah, Umar, he's been saying a lot of stuff, and and, he's I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know. I think Umar is. I think he made a deal with somebody, and I think he's going to be a good boy. So I guess he's going to say whatever he needs to say. Like the simple fact that he stood up for Cheyenne Bryant, talking about people are jealous of her, and that's the only reason people are speaking out is because they're jealous of her. Like him and Amanda Seals, like just they need to put a little podcast together. Yeah.
Okay. Jack, let's speaking of being watched around the world, I was very surprised to see that Disney
Mhm.
picked up the Nature Boy story and created a documentary for Nature Boy and what's going on with the whole uh, Nature Boy cult, the cult of Nature Boy. Let me just ask you first: did you get a chance to watch it? I know you lived it, but did you get a chance to watch that Disney documentary they put out on Hulu?
Well, let's correct that. I didn't really live it. I was introduced to the horrors and the shames of what was going on with that. I tried to advocate for the people, and especially the children that were caught in that negative situation. And then people tried to make me a part of it so that the feds could have some reason to put a case on me. I actually had idiots like Talib Kweli, Talib Green, running around calling me a cult leader and saying all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Ain't nobody ever say that he says unsubstantiated things or asked him to retract his very, very, very false statements about me. Regarding carbonation, yeah, it was bullshit. I could see why they aired it. It was bullshit.
A lot of people honestly still don't know what that was. And I want to give them a brief kind of history of it. But
I
let me
brought the
ask you,
people to you.
you introduced us to the world of what this was. Um, Let me ask you, now that you see everything how it played out, because this is as it was playing out. Do you
Yeah.
feel Carbonation was a cult?
No, not
Okay,
at all.
yeah, let's start with that because they call it a cult. But what did you see it as? Just you knowing how men and women and how feeble minds work. What did you see
I've
carbonation
never
as?
seen anybody in a cult say that they're a cult. First things first, when certain organizations and groups are labeled a cult, they're not labeling themselves that. The world is labeling them that. They're calling themselves whatever they call themselves. Like, for instance, David Koresh. Did you ever hear anybody from his movement call themselves a cult?
No.
If you're in a cult, you're not going to call it a cult. You don't believe it's a cult. You believe it's whatever you say it is. So the simple fact that they were calling it a cult and then saying, yeah, we're a culture, like, and doing all of that goofy ass shit, yeah, no, it wasn't a cult. What it was a very abusive and manipulative psyop where children were abused, where an elderly woman that got sucked up into that died, and nobody's talking about how she died or all of the money that was stolen from her. Nobody's talking about the fact that the government could have went after him for federal crimes, for all of those PPP loans that he applied for, that he used all of the members' social security numbers, because as the little white boy said that came, they confiscate all of your shit. Why didn't they get him for any of that? And then to put that lying ass girl. I didn't know what was happening to me. It was great because grape was normal in the cult. You didn't know at 20 something. You don't know what grape is at 20 some odd years old, and had your legs spread quite a bit before you got in that cult. You don't know what grape is? Really? Really?
Jack, do you feel that Nature Boy, they gave him like a life plus something? I don't know if he had multiple life sentences, but
I
do you
think he has the right sentence.
okay.
I just hate the fact that they put a bunch of bullshit on him to get him in the system. Get him for the shit that he actually did. But see, maybe part of the reason why that didn't happen is because the government would have to take responsibility for all of the shit that they knew he was doing, that they let fucking happen.
To follow you. We're all
The
channels on all
Jaguar Wright
platforms.
Show or the Jaguar Wright Effect on YouTube, uh, Patreon /Jaguar Wright, Sundays and Wednesdays. You can always go to my website, thejaguarwright.com, and you can get updates, hyperlinks to everything that you need. And even if you don't bang with me, even if you don't want to trust me, because so many people have lied to you and tried to tell you that I'm a liar and you shouldn't trust me, you shouldn't believe me, that's fine. Check it out for yourself. Go back and see how real it is. Stop believing everything these people tell you, because most of them are there to lie to you.
No, definitely. And most times, people jump in the comments. They're like, "Hey, how do I find this? How do I find it?" We're gonna put the beginning of the video, the links to all your information before this even starts.
Oh,
At the
thank you.
end, in the description, we're gonna put it everywhere. Where if y'all have to ask the question, how do we find the links to everything, and even the shirt you have on. Shout out to the shirt, the Jaguar Right. I can't even see the bottom of it, but shout out
The
that shirt.
Jaguar Wright Show.
Come on, beautiful man, beautiful. To get merch and everything, we're gonna put links to everything. We want to make sure that they can get in
Thank
touch
you.
with you and be a
Thank you.
part of whatever movement you have. So we're
Thank
gonna get
you.
on that now. But we appreciate so much your time and you taking time out to just speak on not only
Oh,
the
and by
roast,
the
but
way, before you finish, for everyone who's donated to my legal defense fund on GoFundMe, I want to thank you. We're not, we haven't hit our goal yet. Please keep on, because I'm telling you, like, I got to get, there's an opportunity that I got offered, and I got to get all of this stuff handled because it's going to require me to be able to leave the country. And I can't leave the country with things unsettled. We got to get a lot of this stuff handled. I want to be able to go out, back out into the world, around the world, and do the work without having to worry about all of this foolishness. And there's a couple of people that we're looking into making sure that we have the right legal representation, because it's time to start suing people now. It's just time.
No, without question. We want everyone who does again give anything to the GoFundMe. We're going to put that at the beginning of this interview. Put it in the description. We will shout each and every one of you out on this platform. We will post your name in the comments, if you want to be posted, because that is the movement that we are pushing, and we definitely want not only for if y'all want to see Jaguar back on the couch, back on the blue couch. Let's try to get some stuff going, because we definitely want to see you be able to move around
It would
without
be
all this.
nice to come back into the studio again. It's been a long time.
Well, we shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to. With that being said, Jag, as you already know, thank you again. We appreciate you and your time. And we got to say it, Jaguar Wright, you are, and you is, and you always will be a real life street star. Let's go.
Bye.
Real life.